You guys, introducing Antonio.
What's up, boys?
Just recorded podcast because of sales. I don't know which one it's going to be, but it will be one of them. It was really good. A lot of you guys watching the channel, you come to me and you're like, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? What do you think about this? Well, Antonio's the guy that I go to when I need to learn how to do this. Why should I do this? So I go to this guy for a lot of stuff. He runs a business in the new name is Fractional Family Office.
Yep.
Live June what?
August 1 is when the new
August 1.
rebrand comes in. So right now it's GFG Solutions, but.
So I said it on the podcast, but one of the most underrated Instagram follows right here. He should have like 100,000, but he has how much he got?
Like 6,000 or something.
Barely any. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, just want to introduce you guys. We just ran the podcast. It's going to come out sometime soon. Antonio, for the people watching, the sales reps watching.
Yep.
Spit some super hot flame right now.
Yeah, I mean, our podcast is going to go a lot deeper into it, but sales is really just about being a freaking human. So like, how can I communicate very effectively? And obviously if I'm selling the right thing, how can I become somebody that's valuable enough for people to buy me, not just the product? So focus on becoming a valuable human, and that transcends any possible offer that you possibly ever want to get into. I promise that's going to transcend just being a sales rep into business ownership, into entrepreneurship, into your life. So just listen to this guy and you'll be all right.
Yeah, in the podcast, we talk about make this a little bit more relatable. Life insurance, starting in life insurance, making $25K month one, making $0 the next month.
Well, one distinction, that's the thing. Just because I made $25,000 in 1 month did not make me a $25K a month sales guy. I was broke. Excuse my language. But that's a big thing right now where like you make money one time and you say that you make this amount of money. It's about staying power. So sorry to interject.
No, that's good. Well, anyways, I was going to tease. We're talking about billion with a B, plans for growing the current business, starting in life insurance, now going for the big B, and there's a lot to fill you in on between those 2 points in time. So that's about it, dude.
Love you, homie. I'll see you tonight.
For sure.
Peace.
Yeah, he was going to work out with us or do cold plunge or sauna or whatever, but he's got a dip.
The infrared shit's in there.
Yeah, we can go in there. When you buy the podcast room, you get to go in there.
What the f?
Yeah.
They have a podcast room here? That's where you did it at?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
That's what I was telling you.
Right around.
You're not the podcast.
Honestly, we bought 2 hours and only used one. It was like $200 an hour.
Damn.
All right, let's go run a podcast in.
Yeah.
Well, now the time's up, but
Let's
I
set
know.
the fucking camera back up.
I gotta ask them for the code.
Shit. Never mind. We're up then.
Or red light first.
Red light first, cold plunge, sauna.
Well, what's up, you guys? I feel like we're not even really getting it back here. You gotta like be. Oh, all right.
Don't look at it.
Is that a rule? Don't look at it. All right. Need sunglasses.
just don't look at it.
We're in here doing some white boy shit.
Yeah.
Looking at red lights. We're about to hit some recovery. A little red light, cold plunge, sauna, maybe back and forth a little bit there.
Yeah.
Noah has some big news for us, you guys.
Like, I'm 99% sure I'm about to get a tech sales role. I just wrapped up an interview for a tech company out here in Austin. I know this is a little bit different than what we talk about on the channel. It's something where instead of me going and pursuing specifically the high ticket space, I've decided that, the high ticket space set me up on this crazy foundation, and it made me so much better at sales than people that are in different industries. I decided, hey, let's leverage that and go and shoot for the moon and make a career out of sales. So I just had an interview. I am interviewing for a more senior position than I would if I was in like college or something and getting out. But I've been in the high ticket space for a year, right? I'm 21 years old. I have a little bit of professional background, but nothing in sales. And all I have is my high ticket sales experience. Sent in this resume, got hot listed for an interview like the next day, got on with them with a company that's growing very rapidly out here in Austin. And yeah, I've crushed every interview. Obviously, people don't get into high ticket sales because they're thinking about, oh man, I want to get into corporate sales after this, right? A lot of people are doing the opposite. They're getting out of corporate sales and getting into high ticket. But that's not my experience. I'm not a corporate seller, right? I was some idiot who didn't know how to sell shit. And now I'm somebody who can show up to an interview and outperform everybody that is in the same, playing field as me, and be somebody who shocks these people that have been in corporate sales for 10 plus years and make them say stuff like that at the end of the call where they say, man, this is the best call I've had today. Dude, you're the best at this. You did so great at that. I wouldn't have that skill if I didn't go and cut my teeth in the high ticket industry, which is something that this guy over here can talk about as well. These reps that we get in are the purest reps ever. It's something that I've talked about with Dylan and a few folks in the space is we're kind of like the door-to-door salespeople of the internet, right? Nobody really wants to talk to you when you get on a Zoom call. Nobody really wants to pull out their credit card and pay you $8,000 of their own money. And it takes a special skill set to be able to convert somebody off like cold traffic and turn them into a closed deal. And I wouldn't be anywhere near where I'm at today if I didn't take that experience and put that first and then go and try to conquer this stuff where, you know, you're making 25 dials a day or whatever and you're talking to these people about a no-brainer product. I am extremely confident that I'll show up and crush that because I was doing outbound dials for a B2B software that helped mortgage brokers make more money. That was my first offer, was mortgage lead gen, right? Nobody wants to buy that. These mortgage brokers don't give a shit. They already have money. Why would they pay us $8K to set up a new lead generation system? Who knows? I didn't, right? But I sold it, and I got very good at talking to these people that were way ahead of me in life. And now, as you know, I keep saying, it's paying off at the finish line. I wanted to parlay the skills that I've developed through the high ticket space and just get something a little bit more, I don't want to say steady, that like aligns with what I want, right? I was just talking to a rep or somebody who I think wants to join the community today, and me personally, I've never wanted to be the 30K a month closer, right? As weird as that may sound, like I didn't get in the space because I wanted to make 40 grand a month closing Zoom calls, right? I got into the space because I figured out about this DM setting thing, and I could make 5 or 6K a month on top of what I've already done in terms of my normal job. And I like that, right? Because I live off that money. All the money I make W-2, I just keep. And I went from making probably like 5 or 6K a month from the military and doing DM setting with like literally no freedom to do DM setting. I worked somewhere where I couldn't even have my phone with me, and I was DM setting on my computer, and I was still making 5-6 grand a month consistently, and then adding that on top of what I was being paid. So I was sitting somewhere between, you know, 11 to 13K a month, and it was that supercharger that got me there. And now at this point, I have sales skills and I'm good at sales objectively. So I decided, hey, why not go to the corporate world and dominate these people who are really behind the times. Yeah, pause. But like when I got on the interview, I was talking to them about stuff that I had learned through high ticket sales that they just were blown out of the water by. I interviewed better than anybody who had interviewed for the role. Like through every step of the interview process, they were telling me, oh my gosh, like you're one of the best people I've interviewed, you're so competent. Like they told me, the senior manager at this company, he told me right before we got off, he said, ma'am, I think for you, it's not an if you have a great career in sales, it's when you continue to have a great career in sales, right? So this dude just met me 30 minutes before that. We did a mock call and he was singing my praises, right? But I don't have corporate sales experience, I have high ticket sales experience. So I just decided, man, I should parlay that and then stacking on top of that. And instead of making 11 to 13K a month, now I can do anywhere between 16 to 18K a month instead, and just invest and bank all that 10K, 12K a month that I'll probably pull in through the corporate world and continue to live off my DM money. So this is what I wanted in the end, and I got it.
And also to add on to that, we're not talking about like seed stage startup. We're talking about one of the biggest private tech companies in the world, I think right now, just raised like a 9-figure funding round. So there's that, but then also like we've had someone around with the community for a bit who is definitely in content, used to be on the community team. He's still like one of the boys, but he was put in some life situations where he needed like base pay and benefits, and literally through high ticket sales experience went and secured a job at the #1 data company in the world, I think. I don't know if that's a true stat, but
It's like top 3.
yeah, like peak tech sales role. And so, dude, tech sales people love to talk shit on high ticket, saying it's not real, the skills aren't transferable, this and that, but like I mean, a winner is gonna win wherever they're at. You know, they're gonna do what they do. And
Turn the light on. Turn the light on. What the? Is this blue?
Yeah. No, I think it's just a normal light.
Okay.
All right, so I'm seeing blue now.
Yeah, I'm seeing blue
Seeing
too.
colors.
But yeah, tech sales, watch out, because the high ticket boys,
Taking over.
if they wanted your spot, they'd take it.
Mr. DM setter.
Yeah, I set a meeting literally like 30 minutes ago. Yesterday we went 3 for 4 on closes. I made a decent amount of money. It paid for all of this, so I'm gonna keep thumbing away for sure. Ah, shit.
Bro, it's starting to act hard.
Yeah, look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him. Look at his face.
Oh,
my god. Oh, my feet. Holy fuck.
bro.
Oh, this is so bad.
Oh, I should take my hands out. He said, no, it's not even that cold.
Oh my gosh, I mean, it's not warm. It's not warm by any means.
I know if I went under right now, it'd be really cold.
Yeah.
Do it.
I have to, right?
You gotta get the experience.
How do I even do that?
Just like dip your head in. Dunk it.
This guy's better than me. Holy shit.
Stinky.
5 minutes?
You got out. I have to show out now, and I have to do this.
Oh my god.
Oh.
All right, now I'm getting out. It's your turn, Tony. Show us how it's done, bro.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
He turned into Elmer Fudd. He said, "Oh my god."
People do this for fun? Psychopaths?
Look at him. He's geeking right now.
I'm geeking. Noah was waiting for his profile picture.
Thinking that Tony was gonna go to the end of this window and maybe take a picture in here of us looking cool and suave because it costs like $200 to be in this room. So
It's invite only.
yeah, there's a password on the door and everything. We're just kind of mogging everybody who isn't in high ticket sales.
If you were only in tech sales, you could not afford to be in this room right now.
Nah, he's not lying. He's not lying at all. I wouldn't be able to. Nah, for me to be able to afford this off just straight tech sales, I would have to be in tech sales for like 2 years probably. But because I'm in high ticket sales, I'm gonna be making more than the average account executive as an SDR. So get dunked on.
You just hopped right in. Sit down.
I'll show you how great I am.
This.
I'll show you.
Yeah, I'm not sitting down at all. That
Dude's over here meditating.
Type shit, sir.
shit about that.
Oh yeah, here we go again. What are you drinking about? Oh! You sound like a puppy, bro.
There he is. This is y'all's goat right here.
The lion.
This is the lion.
The lion gets in every cold plunge.
What does the lion have to say for himself?
Don't move. I actually stayed in it longer that time. I felt better. Not bad.
Are you buying a membership?
Rejuvenated. No, I'm not buying a membership. I'm a Lyft ATX loyal. Honestly, it's not bad here, but
He didn't even lift.
I might have to go. I might have to
didn't
day
lift.
pass it first to see. But yeah, we'll see you wherever we go next. Well, I did, yeah. I got the pineapple one.
Oh shit. Got the mango flavored one. Let's see how it is. They're laughing at me because I got probably a Hispanic accent when I say it.
We passed 500 subscribers on Because of Sales today.
Hell yeah.
Gonna look back at this and be like, damn.
That was the peak.
And I think this is in the same video. Noah got his job.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the role. The manager texted me today. He was like, yeah, bro, I didn't want to spoil the surprise, but you were like the #1 guy. We were obviously going to hire you. And I said, yeah. It's what I said earlier. We did a mock call. I know for a fact there's some college kid out there who probably is going to get ready for their mock call, right? Somebody without sales experience is going to get ready for their mock call, and they're going to show up and they're going to fall on their face because they've never done anything, right? And a lot of people, they love to shit on the high ticket space. Oh my God, it's not real sales. But me personally, I've done a little bit more than just sales, right? I've been on the marketing side of things. I've done deep analysis of funnels. I've helped when it comes to training reps, managing reps. I've done a little bit more than the average rep. So I made my own script. I did all this shit. And when I got on the interview with him, bro, I said, let me share my screen real quick. And I showed him the script. I did all this stuff. Yeah, I framed the shit out of him is what I did. I went through all my tabs. I showed him all the research that I did on him and everything. I was like, yeah, I could have called all y'all a week ago and accelerated this if I felt like it, you know? Then I just performed when it came to the mock call. So that's some sauce, I guess, if you're a tech salesperson and you're here because of sales. If you're from the newsletter or something, and you're looking for your next role, get on there with Aura and Frame. You'll probably end up with it. But yeah, I wouldn't have been here if it weren't for the high ticket space at all. I wouldn't have been close to being able to do this. I don't regret shit about getting into high ticket sales. It is the accelerator that got me here and put me way ahead of the people I was competing with. And now we're back on Tequila Thursdays where the scheme started, and I think I actually submitted the application for that role. So it all comes full circle. Winners win in the end, and I just so happen to win.
Yeah, we locked in a Paddington Brickle in Miami. We've got some of these guys coming. We've got old partner from the agency, Cole's going to be there, a bunch of friends, a bunch of cool people that just live there. We're going to meet up with them, probably do the whole like boat thing literally just next week. So that's one thing that's cool about like business ownership or just high ticket sales. I hit these guys up, both of them, and I was like, let's go next week. And they're like, cool, booked it, didn't have to, I mean, probably blocked the calendar, but like, it wasn't like, oh dude, like too short notice, this, that. So yeah, we'll be in Miami next week. All right, Diego, hold on. Let's talk, because I know you're in the trench right now, in a good way. Like you're getting strategic with like how you are improving your skill. I saw you with an iPad doing multiple colors and stuff. What are you doing to like get better, track your calls?
Yeah, I guess like for the most part, just rewatch your calls and also kind of understanding like your own communication style. Like obviously everybody's a little bit different. Like you can always copy other people's frameworks or kind of understanding how to go about that in your own sales process. But I do feel like, in my opinion, like how I kind of just flow with it, just be more authentic on the call. I feel like a lot more people would appreciate you actually kind of telling them the truth. Like there's a difference between being nice and being kind. You don't got to sell every single person that gets on a call. Your money will be out there, but I think it's just kind of just focusing on the other person's needs, just being able to kind of understand that and get that out of them. Like you're on the call to help them get across the line and get out of their own mind. So that's kind of what I go over on, like in my notes, like where did I mess up and kind of either, I guess, miss something, or I should have asked a better question to kind of figure out where they actually are at. Because a lot of people will give you some surface level stuff. So basically kind of going back on those calls and understanding what they actually want, because obviously everybody wants more money, people want more freedom, and you just got to dig a little bit farther than that. And I miss it sometimes just because people like to tell you some random stuff. So
it's an art for sure. Like I think the people that are too analytical about selling and like they're too rigid with like frameworks and script, as soon as they get a curveball, they're just like derailed, and then their shot at actually converting the lead or is gone, you know, or close to it.
Be there on the call and just literally play dumb, because I have that problem too, being like too logistical. You want to just like actually listen to the person, not focus so much on the problem. Sometimes it's literally just they want to be there and just talk a little bit and let them just speak. So I don't shut the hell up on my calls sometimes. That's something I got to work on. Sometimes you don't want to be doing the yapping for them, so just let them speak.
Yeah, dude, that's a really good thing that I used to do a ton. You could call it playing dumb, or you could just also call it like asking questions. You know, even if I kind of know the answer, I know what they're thinking. It's like I want that person to verbalize the thoughts, so that way it's not just me saying like, oh yeah, I know you're thinking this, but it's like you just said this.
Yeah.
Like you are feeling this and you've been feeling this for this long.
Just don't put words in their mouth. Let them speak. Also to like be there to listen. Like you're literally on the call to literally make them a better person. They're on the call for a reason. So you just got to figure out what that reason is, and then just don't yap too much and don't get in your own way. I've done it plenty of times, probably way too many. That's the one thing I'm trying to work on, is shut the hell up and listen to the other person. So I guess that's like my 2 cents. Just sit there on the call and just listen to the other person.
That's hard too, bro. Like keeping, especially when you're running like paid ads directly to sales call, high ticket product, like keeping or establishing and then keeping frame when they don't really know who you are, they don't really know much about your product. And usually that's done by like having them talk more, them knowing more, or like you knowing more about them than what they know about you. I think people that can establish that frame with like very few words are really good. They end up doing really well. I used to do the like yapping thing as well when I was on calls. Not like I like actively trained to stop doing that.
Yeah.
But I remember watching calls back and I was like, I remember watching the calls back and then being like, I'm actively, as I'm going through this rant, I'm actively losing like authority because I'm going in the wrong direction or whatever. So you literally have to train it like a muscle, like literally going to the gym, same thing. I remember also like when I would take off like 3-4 days, or I would just take off anytime and I'd come back, I would like not feel as sharp, you know? All right, you guys, that's the end of this one. Another Tequila Thursday with the boys. Scheming. Noah got a job. Noah got hired in this video. We booked a trip to Miami. Past 500 subscribers on Because of Sales. And yeah, we're just pushing along. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Leave comments. Let us know what you want to see. See you later.